everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a full face of products that I know are going to work for any occasion. These products are tried and true for me. I've used many of these products for years, and I know whenever I use them, my makeup is going to turn out effortlessly. It's going to look flawless, and these products pair well with one another. I know what type of look I'm going to be able to get with them, and I don't really have to second guess it. So if I'm in a rush, I know I can pull these products and make it work. Or if I want my makeup to look the best that I know it can look, I pull out these products and I know that they are going to work. I'm also doing this video in collaboration with Moda Brushes, and I'm actually Moda Brushes Moda Maven of the Month. So thank you so much for partnering with me and selecting me to be the Moda Maven of the Month. I am truly honored. So today I'm going to be using some of my favorite brushes from the line, which are dirty because I used them in the tutorial, but these are the Moda Pro brushes. And I love this range of brushes because they are so sleek. I love black anything. I feel like it is just so chic and effortless. It looks so beautiful, and the bristles of these brushes are salt and pepper, so it has the black and the white tip, so I think that's an extra cute little touch. But aside from the aesthetic of the brushes, I really love the functionality and the performance that these brushes deliver. So these are really nice, high quality, pro grade brushes for an affordable price, and that's what I like so much about these. I'm going to be using these during this tutorial. I will have a link for where you all can check out these brushes down in the description box, but as you all can see, I got some dirty. I'm going to show you all how to do your makeup using my Ride or Die makeup products, and I hope that you all enjoy. So I'm going to start off my makeup. I already have my moisturizer applied. I used the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, which I love to use underneath my makeup, especially nowadays as we're transitioning from summer to fall. So I need to put something on my lips, so I'm going to take the By Terry Balm de Rose and wear this while I'm doing my makeup. Step one is to prep the skin from A to Z. So the skin, the lips, the everything, make sure that you are glowing from head to toe. So next I'm going to do my brows, and I'm going to take the Benefit Precisely My Brow eyebrow pencil and go ahead and set that up. So I like to brush my brows in the direction that I want them to go in, which I always like my brows to be fluffed out, like I'm here for that, and fill in my brows. I like to take my time and fill in my brows so that I don't overfill and make them look too intense, because I can tend to go there. So go in with little tiny strokes and really feather in the pencil to make it look like brow hairs. So I'm here for that. Next I'm going to go in with the BMX 225 conceal brush and use it to pick up some of my Laura Mercier concealer to put right up underneath my brows to clean them up, because I enjoy that really nice arched look. And with the concealer, it really brightens up underneath and it lifts up the brow. So I'm here for it. So I'm just going straight across, applying that concealer, and then blending it down. This brush has a really nice point to it, and so I can be precise with where I apply that concealer, and it still is a little bit fluffy, so I can blend out the concealer at the same time. So I'm multitasking. So now I'm going to take the BMX 465 and really blend out this concealer. It's really important for this product to be blended out, and I'm going to take this all around the eye area. So I really love brushes like this because it allows you to buff that product in and you don't see any lines of demarcation. This brush fits perfectly around that brow area, because from my brows to my hairline, I don't have that much space. Some people do, but I don't. So I need something that's really going to let me get right in there and make sure that that area is as seamless as possible. So now I'm going to go into my eye primer. And I'm going to take the same brush and blend this out all across my eyelid. This is the perfect brush for blending out eye primers because it's angled and it really fits in the crevices of my eye area, so I can blend out the products effortlessly without tugging at my eye area, which is really important to me because I have very sensitive eyes. I'm going to let that sit for a second, come back to it, and I want to go ahead and apply my foundation. And I'm taking the La Mer, the Soft Fluid Foundation in the shade Honey. This is one of my absolute favorite foundations. Whenever I put it on, I know I'm going to get a beautiful application, and I just absolutely love it. So I'm going to take the BMX 141 blending brush, which is a very compact kabuki style brush to apply this foundation. And I love brushes like this to apply my foundation because it's going to allow you to apply that foundation but blend it out effortlessly without losing too much product. So I'm going to take 2 pumps of this foundation and I'm going to pick it up using the brush as I need it. So I'm just going to buff this on the face. Oh, it's so pretty already. This brush is so soft. It's just a nice buffing brush, and it helps you to maximize your product so you're not wasting any products as you're applying it. I love this foundation. When I want my skin to look like skin, this is what I go for because it is literally my skin perfected. I'm just taking my time and really buffing this product out, but I am so impressed with how my base looks already. I feel like $1,000,000 bucks. That is exactly how I feel when I apply this foundation, and this brush just is blending it out beautifully. Now I'm going to apply my concealer. I'm going to take the Pat McGrath concealer, one of my favorites, in the shade M17, just to brighten up underneath my eyes first. So this one is a bit of a darker shade, so I'm going to conceal and slightly color correct a little bit before I apply a lighter shade. And to blend that out, I'm going to take the 265 Glow brush, which technically is a highlighter brush, but I like brushes like this for my concealer if I use a brush for my concealer because I feel like it really helps to diffuse that product and give a really nice seamless blend. So I'm just going to take my time and blend out this concealer, and this brush fits underneath my eye perfectly. I love how fluffy it is and how it really diffuses that concealer and makes sure that it's blended as well as it can be. So now I want a little bit of brightness underneath my eyes. So I'm going to take just a dab of this Dior concealer in the shade 3W just to brighten me up. Y'all, this concealer and the Pat McGrath concealer are perfection in the way that they play with one another. Ha! The perfect combo. So I'm taking that same brush and just gently blending this out. I'm not really going back and forth. I'm using patting motions to diffuse that product. I have to set my concealer immediately or else it will crease. And my ride or die powder is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to take the BMX 255 Accentuate brush and pat this powder on just to set it. I'm also going to come back to this brush and use it for my highlighter. Loving the way that my base makeup is looking. So let me go ahead and set that with my powder that I love and adore, my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. There's no other powder that can quite replicate what this powder does, and that's why it's so special to me. So I'm going to take the BMX 130 brush. I love a tapered powder brush because it's so versatile. So I'm going to take this brush and just fluff this powder all over. And I love how fluffy this brush is because it's not going to pack on a lot more of that powder because I'm not looking for more coverage. I'm looking for the finish that this powder gives, and this brush lets me really just feather the powder on without overloading the face with more products. One of my favorite bronzers, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, and I'm going to take the same exact brush. And I love a multi-purposeful brush This brush has such a nice point to it that you can just take the tip of it and it really applies and diffuses that bronzer out so beautifully. You don't really have to do too much more work because this brush applies the bronzer exactly where you apply it because it has that nice detailed point to it. And because it's such a fluffy brush, it blends out that product with no extra work. Now I'm going to take the Perfect Blur Finishing Powder by Chantecaille and go back into the 255 Accentuate brush. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this powder and press it underneath the eyes because I want my under eye to look as smooth as possible. And when I say this powder definitely blurs you out, it does. I'm taking this detailed brush and packing this powder on, and it's really going to help smooth and blur the under eye, and it applies the perfect amount of powder, so I think it looks beautiful and smooth. So I'm going back with the 255, and I'm going to take this color right here for my highlight from the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold highlighter palette. I know that I can depend on this highlight to just work and just blend out, and I love this brush for highlights because it is so tapered but it blends like a dream. I love this brush. It's so versatile and I can use it for so many different things on the face, and that's why it is the real OG. Now I'm going to take the BMX 120 angled blush brush and one of my favorite blushes, NARS Gina, and blend that on my cheeks. And I love this blush because it is just a soft, everyday type blush. It works with pretty much all my looks that I do. This blush is going to match, and this brush just really diffuses that blush so beautifully on the cheeks, and I don't have to worry about if it's blended or not. It just applies the perfect amount, and it's a really nice size brush. So it fits directly on the balls of my cheeks. And it basically does the work for me because blush can go wrong if you apply too much. So let's get into these eyes. I'm going to go back into the BMX 465 brush and make sure that my eye primer is still smooth and it's not creased up. So that's important. And I'm going to go into my well-loved Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. Take the BMX 430 crease blending brush and I'm going to pop into Burnt Orange. This is going to be my transition shade, and I basically can do my eyes with my eyes closed with this palette because I know what looks are going to hit, okay? And I've done this look so many times. It's just a classic Kelsee look. So I'm taking this shade as my transition color. This brush is going to fluff this product out and diffuse it, so it'll be a nice transition shade, and you can see it but not so much until you put the other eyeshadows there. I love the way that this eyeshadow brush blends, so that is the first step. Sometimes I'll take Rustic, sometimes I will take Sienna. If I want my eye look to be a little bit more warm, Sienna is the go-to, but Rustic is the one that I go in with if I want my eye look to be a little bit more neutral. So I'm taking that same brush and I'm using the tip of the brush to apply this color directly in the crease. And this brush has a nice point to it. So if you press it a little bit harder, it will splay out and allow you to really diffuse the product. But if you take a little bit of pressure off the brush and just hold it lightly, so move your hand all the way to the bottom of it, it will give you a nice direct point and allow you to apply products in a very specific place. So I really love the versatility of this particular brush. So as far as darkness goes, I could leave the look like this if I wanted it to be a little bit lighter, or I could go in with a little bit of a darker shade in this palette to deepen it up depending on my mood. I think though today, should I go for it? Alright, I'll go for it. Okay, I'm going to go in with Cypress Umber and take that right on the outer corner with the same brush. Again, this brush has a nice point to it, so I'm just using the tip of the brush to apply that color right on the outer corner and then flipping it over to blend it up towards the crease. So next I'm going to take the BMX 466 shade brush and the shade Bronze, and I am going to wisp that all across the lid. So I'm going to bring it up towards the crease, make sure that it's blended next to this outer corner color, and just diffuse this color and make it look magical. It's a shader brush, but it's also a blending brush. So if you want to apply a nice wash of a color on the lid, this is a nice brush for that. And that is exactly what I want to do with the shade Bronze. And if you need to, go back into your blending brush, the first one that we were using on the eyes, and don't add any more products. Just go back in and go over certain areas just to make sure that everything is blended. Now I'm going to go into the BMX 402 smudge brush and take the shade Glistening. Pop that right on the inner corner. And then on the rest, take the shade Rustic and go all the way across, same brush, and connect it to the top. That is one of my go-to eye looks. I absolutely love it. So now I'm going to add on some liner and lashes, and I'll be right back, and we can apply the lips together, and we can talk about a few more things. So I'll be right back. So we're almost done. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my setting spray, which is the Hourglass. I really should have done that before I did my mascara, but hey, you live and you learn. So I'm going to apply my lip liner, which is my trusted MAC Cork. You all can see how short my pencil is. And for reference, the pencils are long, okay? So this is one that I don't use as much, and this one is my Cork. So I have backups, don't worry. And then I'm going to take Autoerotique. One of my favorite neutral lipsticks with a little bit of Pat McGrath Faux Real. That neutral lipstick combination is a stunner. So this is my finished look using products that I know I can count on. I can use these products with my eyes closed. I know how the look is going to turn out. These products work so well with one another. These are my creme de la creme, top drawer, go-to, ride or die. I'm never going to not have these products in my collection. Products. It doesn't matter what the occasion is. I can apply my makeup in the same manner using these products, whether it's a daytime activity or a nighttime activity or something in between. This works, and I truly enjoyed using these Motor Pro brushes because these tools are so nice. They made applying these products a breeze, and I absolutely love these brushes. These are super great quality brushes, and they are so affordable. So if you are wanting to update your brush collection, check these out. I think these are super nice. The shapes of these brushes work so well with my makeup style. I love brush shapes like the ones that they have in this line. The handles of them are really nice. They feel great in the hands, and the way that they blend out products is just a dream. So I will have the link for you all to check out these brushes in my description box. I also have a coupon code for you all to save some money on Motor brushes. So definitely apply that when you're shopping on the website. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this. Let me know some of your go-to ride or die products that you know are going to work for you without a doubt down in the comment section, and I will talk to you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.